Live from the studios of Channel 8, it's the Buddy Starcher Show. And here's your early morning host, Buddy Starcher.
I am gonna take a trip on a big rocket ship, and I'm gonna leave my memories behind.
Buddy Starcher was a man of many talents. A superb songwriter, guitarist, entrepreneur, author, radio entertainer, and television personality, he also had a keen eye for upcoming talent and helped many young artists get their start in show business. Born Obie Edgar Starcher on March 16, 1906 in Kentucky, Jackson County near Ripley, and raised in Nicholas County, he was given the name Buddy at an early age. His father was an accomplished old-time fiddler, and Buddy began his musical career accompanying his father at local square dances playing the banjo. Buddy eventually switched over to guitar. By the 1920s, Buddy was traveling around the country, appearing on various radio stations and singing songs he had written, often based on current events. He's considered the first country artist to have appeared on the radio in the Baltimore area, singing over WBFR from 1928 to 1929. He also traveled to Iowa, Philadelphia, and Florida, with many stops in between. In West Virginia, he appeared on WCHS in Charleston, WMMN in Fairmont, and WPDX in Clarksburg. He also had transcription programs at WHIS Bluefield and WWVA Wheeling. In 1946, he recorded 14 sides for the 4-Star label, including his top 10 hit, I'll Still Write Your Name in the Sand, one of his own compositions, and still a popular song among bluegrass musicians.
And I'll still write your name in the sand.
In 1949, he recorded 10 more songs for Columbia and also recorded for the Deluxe, Starday, Boone, Heartwarming, Decca, and Bluebonnet labels throughout the 1950s and 60s. In 1974, he recorded an album for Bear Family Records in Germany. His original songs were recorded by Mac Wiseman, I'll Still Write Your Name in the Sand, Fire in My Heart, Hank Snow, A Faded Rose, A Broken Heart, the Callahan Brothers, Sweet Thing, Slim Whitman, Love Song of the Waterfall, and Doc Williams, A Faded Rose, A Broken Heart.
The love song of the waterfall.
Buddy Starcher is best remembered in the Charleston area as the genial host of the popular daily television program The Buddy Starcher Show, which aired live every morning from 1960 until 1966 over WCHS-TV. The show consisted of wholesome, family-oriented songs and humorous skits, featuring a talented cast of musicians and singers, including Buddy's wife, Mary Ann, as well as Honey and Sonny, the Davis twins, steel guitarist Herman Yarbrough, also known in his comic alter ego as Roscoe Swirps, and singer Sleepy Jeffers, who took the show over in 1966.
Living a time once upon a time was a little gal by the name of Little Riding Hood, Little Rude Riding Head, Little Hood Riding Hide, Little Red Riding Hood.
From 1961 to 1965, Buddy Starcher ran his own record company, BES, his initials, releasing singles by himself and the regulars on his show, including Mary Ann Starcher, Dorsey Ray Pudgy Parsons, and Rockabilly Hall of Famer Chester Butch Lester.
I've got a gal in Kalamazoo, she don't wear no, yes she do. She makes love like a porcupine, you get stuck every time.
Buddy wrote and produced most of the songs. In 1966, Buddy Starcher scored the biggest hit of his career, an unlikely recitation song called History Repeats Itself. The song recounts the assassinations of the United States Presidents Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy, eerily pointing out the many remarkable similarities between the two tragic events.
The events depicted here happened just 100 years apart. Both President Lincoln and President Kennedy were concerned with the issue of civil rights. Lincoln was elected in 1860.
When the song reached number 2 on the country charts and number 39 on the pop charts, Buddy was 60 years old. The song was also recorded by Cab Calloway and Sarah Ophelia Colley Cannon, better known as comedian Minnie Pearl.
The names Lincoln and Kennedy each contain 7 letters. The names Andrew Johnson and Lyndon Johnson each contain 13 letters. The names John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald each contain 15 letters. And friends, it is true. History does repeat itself.
Buddy left West Virginia for Nashville, but within a year was back in the radio business, managing stations in Texas and elsewhere, eventually returning to Nicholas County, where he lived in Craigsville for several years. In 1993, he moved to Harrisonburg, Virginia, where he passed away in 2001 at the age of 95. Among his other accomplishments, Buddy Starcher is considered one of the first country music singers to have written an autobiography and to have 2 book-length biographies appear in print. Buddy is well remembered for his music as well as his willingness to help others. In one of his final interviews, country music superstar Keith Whitley praised Buddy Starcher for the encouragement he gave Whitley as an 8-year-old child just getting started in music.
Good morning to you. We have a wee little guest here we want to bring in. He sings a real good song. Keith Whitley.
The news is out all over town.
Buddy Starcher was that kind of man.